Saki, this is our fourth and final lesson about gerunds and infinitives.
そうだね。パート4、アランさん。このトピックについての最後のレッスンだね。このビデオレッスンシリーズの最初のパートを必ず見て、このトピックを完全に理解できるようにしてね。
So at the end of part 3, you were asking about the verb try from this list. Try is one of the verbs with an asterisk, which means that it can be followed by a gerund or an infinitive, but the meaning would be different.
そうだね。トライはジェランドとインフィニティブのどっちも使えるけど意味が違ってくるってことだったよね。じゃあ、I tried to open the window と I tried opening the window の違いって何？
I'm really glad that you mentioned that example. First of all, I tried to open the window means that some effort was needed to open the window. I tried to open it. Maybe I was successful or maybe I wasn't successful, but it's definitely difficult to open that window.
わかった。I tried to open the window っていうのは、その窓を開けるのに努力が必要だったってことを表してるんだね。
Now, the other sentence, I tried opening the window, suggests that there's a bigger issue and maybe opening the window is the solution. Watch me. Ooh, it's really hot in here. I'll try turning on the fan. No, that didn't work. I'll try turning on the AC. No, that didn't work. I'll try opening the window. Notice that opening the window is not difficult in this situation. It's just one option out of a few options that I'm trying in order to make the room cooler. That's the main struggle that requires effort, by the way. I'm trying to make the room cooler.
なるほど。よくわかった。I tried opening the window はもっと大きな問題があって窓を開けることでそれを解決するかもしれないってことを表してるんだね。じゃあ、これはどう？ I'm trying to improve my English. 英語を上達するのは大変なことだから、いろいろそのために試してるんだよね。I try watching American TV shows. I try listening to English music.And I try talking to my English-speaking friends.
Great example, Saki. In general, in these last 4 lessons, we talked about the relationship between verbs and gerunds and infinitives. But let's also quickly mention a few other situations where you could use a gerund or an infinitive.
最後にジェランドとかインフィニティブを使った他のケースも少し紹介してくれるのね。動詞が主語になるときはジェランドを使うべきだっていうのは知ってるよ。例えば Drinking beer makes me happy.
Yes, that's one example where a gerund would be used. Gerunds are also pretty common after a verb and preposition combination or an adjective and preposition combination. For example, we think about things, right? So you can make a sentence like, I often think about changing my job. As for an adjective and preposition combination, you can say, some people are good at playing tennis, or some people are good at performing in front of a large audience. We're good at certain things, right?
そうだね。なるほど。ジェランドは動詞と前置詞の組み合わせとか、形容詞と前置詞の組み合わせの後にもよく使われるんだね。じゃあ、インフィニティブはどう？特別な使い方があるの？
Yeah, infinitives are useful when you're talking about the reason or the goal of an action. For example, did you go to Starbucks before coming to work?
いつも仕事に来る前にスタバに寄ってくるよ。毎回ラテを買うの。
Exactly. You always go to Starbucks to get a latte. That's your reason, right? The whole sentence would be, you go to Starbucks in order to get a latte.
ああ、スタバに行くのはラテを買うためだもんね。
Yeah. Anyway, that's the main information about gerunds and infinitives. So I hope you feel a little more confident using them now.
ありがとう、アランさん。I enjoyed learning more about gerunds and infinitives, and I will try to use them correctly.
That's great, Saki. I'm sorry. I need to take a nap. Talking about grammar takes a lot out of me.